Monika's house. Wonder what that's like. If we're actually going to see it. As I approach Monika's house, I make sure to take mental notes of the area. As we were walking here, Sayori took off ahead of me. She probably is already inside. Nearby bushes, trees, fences, and other landmarks are of a conspicuous nature. After taking a few steps around the perimeter of Monika's house, I knock on her front door. Oh, Mikey, you're here. That I am. Come in. Whoa. It's like so bright. Immediately upon reaching Monika's living room, I am greeted with a very clean and organized atmosphere. Oh, she's got casual clothes on. At least she finally got something. Each of the girls look at me one by one, their eyes lighting up. I look at each of the girls. Yo, the girls seem to be all sitting and watching TV. Woo! Sorry, I am the only boy here. You gotta expect that. A few blankets are covering the floor for cushioning. Sayori sidles next to me. Everyone's having fun. All I see is that you girls are sitting around doing nothing. I don't see how that's any fun. Saying that, I take a seat on one of the couches. Sayori follows. We were waiting for you, actually. What? Because I had an idea. Sayori looks back at each of the girls. And that idea was that we should put makeup on you. Oh, no. Worst thing to ever happen. Immediately, I realized that I made a huge mistake coming here. No wonder Sayori ran ahead of me earlier, before we reached Monika's house. She wanted to inform each of the girls to... I noticed each of the girls begin to surround me. Oh, no! Listen, if any of you think I'm going to let you put makeup on me, I slowly start to get up and off the couch. Get him! Oh, no. Natsuki and Sayori pounce at me. I evade by jumping to the left, causing Sayori to crash into the couch behind me. Monika stands by and giggles with Yuri. As I begin to book it for the exit, I feel something clinging to my back. I got you. Get off me. Nope. Natsuki clings onto my back like an arranged monkey. Listen, I'm getting out of here. If you don't get off my back, you're coming with me. I don't think so. I turn around and notice Sayori charging right for me. I can't dodge her with this pink monster on my back. Oh, jeez, this is funny. Sayori clashes right into me, causing me to stumble. Oh. We got him. Wow, yeah, you did it. Great job. Now we can make him up. Dear God. The girls sit me up. Natsuki and Sayori hold both of my arms behind my back. My sigh of defeat signifies to them that I would have given up. I didn't expect them to get you, Mikey. I didn't expect all of you to stage an assault on my ass. So touche. Where's your favorite type of blush? Oh, give him blue. Yuri smiles and goes through a tan fabric bag. This is ridiculous. And give him some pink lipstick. Oh, God. Well, shit. This is really happening, isn't it? All the girls then take turns adding their own flair of makeup to my person. I have been taken hostage by these girls. And so far, they've each taken their share of my face. Natsuki uses lipstick on me. Sayori applies some powders, which I have no idea what they do. Yuri adds blush to me. And Monika handles eyeshadow. Oh my God. The entire time, my face is controlled in disappointment. And at last, they are done. Oh, look at you. So pretty. You're a beautiful lady. The very picture of attraction. I hate all of you right now. That is so stupid and so funny. I should say it's stupid, but it was just fucking funny. It was just funny as shit. Come on, Mikey, let's go back. Let's go look in the mirror. No. Oh, come on. We all worked hard to make you look good. I looked better before. Don't make me tackle you again. I promise you that you won't do that again. Sayori takes my hand and tries to lead me to the bathroom. I eventually decide to let... Are we gonna see it? I hope we don't, actually. I kind of don't want to. I eventually decide to let her have her fun and lead me to the bathroom. And sure enough, I look horrifying. Then I realize something that sends me into a near panic. Sayori? Yeah? Is any of this going to come off easily? No. Damn it! Keeping the inner terror from escaping my lungs via scream, I take a breath and look at Sayori. So you gave me makeup. Guess what you get in return. What is it? The fuck was that? That was Sayori and it disappeared instantly. I grab Sayori, pull her close, and begin to rub my knuckles onto her scalp again. Noogie. Ow, ow, ow! Why you always do that? Sayori wails while she rubs the top of her head. Because you deserved it. If I get put through hell tonight, so do you. Sayori walks back into the living room as I try to wash up. I use several alcohol-based solutions to help remove the makeup better. In no time at all, a majority of it is gone. I promptly return the living room. Oh, turn off the lights, I guess. Sayori's sitting down alone on one of the couches with the blanket covering her. Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica are on the other couch watching a movie. The lights dimmed. I sit down next to Sayori and turn my attention to the movie. It's apparently a scary movie. Several high school students are trying their best to hide from a killer roaming the school. The dark atmosphere of the movie is definitely creepy. I wonder what Sayori thinks of it. Terrified. Yep, she looks terrified. Well, that's to be expected from her. She cowers under her blanket like a scared puppy. I scoot closer to her and pat her on the head. What are you doing that for? You're a baby. That's rude. So you're not scared of this movie? No, I'm not. Sure about that? Alright, Ah! Ah! All the girls jump and scream. Oh my god, the looks on your faces. That wasn't very nice. I'm sorry, Sayori. But that was just too good of an opportunity to pass up. Best sleepover ever, isn't it? Chuckling, I wrap an arm around Sayori, gently hug her. Sayori looks away slightly and blushes. She scoots closer and rests her head on my shoulder. As the movie ends, I notice Sayori has fallen asleep while clinging to my arm. Natsuki has crashed out, as well as Yuri. Both of them are resting their heads against each other. Monica looks at me from across the room. Her gentle smile only adds to the moment. Monica, I was meaning to ask you. Yeah? Those clothes aren't really pajamas. What's up with them? Oh, I didn't plan on sleeping in these. I was planning on changing when I go to sleep, of course. I see. Oh. Now that everyone's asleep... She lowers her voice. Any new developments about... She points to Sayori. Kagan is still around, as you already know. Mm-hmm. However, he hasn't been that much of a problem lately. But there was a suspicious car parked a little down the street from Sayori's house today. A suspicious car? Mm-hmm. I stuck around a bit, and they left shortly after. I didn't see anyone enter or exit the car either. So to be safe, I escorted Sayori here today. Yeah, that was smart. It's good she has you to protect her. Even if she doesn't know about it yet. As we converse, there is a knock on Monika's front door. Oh, I would get that. Monika stands up and goes to answer the door. A minute later, she walks up to me. Someone is here for you. What? What, for me? I gently slide Sayori off of my shoulder and stand up, making sure not to wake her. I cover her with the blanket once more and walk towards the door. As I approach the front door, I see a familiar brunette woman awaiting me. Julia! Julia? What are you doing here? I thought I would stop by and see if you were being responsible. And speaking of which, she looks at my face and begins to smirk. What's this? What is this? She traces her index finger up and down my cheek. Oh. Is this makeup? Do I look hot? Julia desperately tries to hold back laughter. Don't give me that attitude. Consider this payback from when you undid my bra. Sure, let's go with that. Anyway, let's talk, but... Monika walks back up to the door. Julia looks at me and devishly grins. This won't be good. Oh, hi, are you one of my Mikey's little friends? Yeah. Mikey, aren't you going to introduce me? Julia, this is Monika. Monika, this is Julia. Julia bends over at the waist and looks Monika in the eye. Are you the little heartthrob that has caught the interest of my Mikey? Well, Monika looks at me puzzled. What? Julia, would you not right now? What? I'm just wanting to see what you have been up to. You're playing me. Cut the shit. I look to Monika. She's my... I'm the girl responsible for him. Hey, Monika, can you make sure Sayori doesn't wake back up? Sure. Monika walks back into the house and I close the door behind me. Alright, what is it, Julia? I need you tonight. Why? It's a code 9. A code 9? That's not my job expertise. You have people who are qualified for that. Don't tell me something I already know. Oh, the hell. But we've already expended those teams. And no results. So I am forced to resort to you. I can give you 5 minutes to clean that shit off your face. And I don't have a say in this? No, I'll be in the car. And just like that, Julia turns away and walks towards a flashy-looking sports car parked in the driveway. Huh. Shit's about to get interesting, I think. Monika, can you help me get this off my face really quickly? There are still some remnants of the makeup, and I really can't have that right now. Yeah, of course. But are you going somewhere? Yeah, so I need to get this done really quickly. Okay. Monika promptly helps me clean the remnants of the makeup off my face. I tell her that if Sayori wakes up, I went home. Thanking her for her hospitality, I wave and leave. As the car speeds down the road, I take a mental note of the surroundings. We've gone a little bit away from the city. Julia explained that I had something to do in a small town outside of the city. At least, that is what the paper says. We're almost there. Alright. Keeping my eyes closed, I go over the situation that was told to me over and over. I'm not normally called for situations like this. The fact that I was shows me admin is getting a little worried about something. I better remain on my toes. And we had no idea what it was. Not a single flippin' clue. Waking up this morning was so difficult as ever. Last night really kept me up late. I shrugged the exhaustion from my system and go into my living room. Sayori hasn't texted me yet, but Monica has. She explained that Sayori was still fast asleep and was expected to be for hours to come. Understanding that, I realized I have a few hours to get some work done. I retrieved my backpack and spread some of my homework across a nearby coffee table. While working, I think back to last night. It was rather enjoyable to spend some time with Sayori. Granted, I absolutely hated the fact that all four girls ambushed me, but I walked into a girls' sleepover. I should have seen something like that coming. Julia definitely didn't hesitate to ridicule me throughout the night for it. Even after we were finished and she was driving me home, Sayori just seems so joyous and carefree. It still leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. Music stopped again. The world isn't truly as happy as you see it, Sayori. I want to shove the truth in her face. Or in your face. But who am I to shatter her view? That view of the world may be the only thing keeping Sayori, well, Sayori. Her innocent and trusting nature are traits that I enjoy. I truly enjoy about her. Especially since I have been around people who are pessimistic and careless. Part of me wishes that I could continue this worry-free and happy life with the literature club forever. Part of me doesn't. But I know this won't last forever. The strain on my left arm grows. I realize that this thought process is what caused... Can you just say it? Fuck! Man! The least I can do is enjoy the time that I do have. And I intend to make the most of it. Clearing my mind of all other thoughts begrudgingly, I continue to work on my homework. With all my homework done and some extra preparation, I approached Julia. What was she doing there? It's about time. A woman who has to wait on a man for once. Wow. Help, it's the end of the world. Julia gives me a smug smile and gets into a flashy sports car. The polished and waxed white exterior practically glows in the morning sunlight. Grabbing the handle, I hear a voice calling out to me from my left. Mikey, wait! Julia stops halfway inside of the car, facing the direction of the voice. Sayori? Where are you going? I have to run a few errands. I thought you were still at Monica's. I want to come home. Sayori looks at me with remorse filling her eyes. I also feel bad about last night. I thought it was a good idea at the time. And that it was really funny. But it wasn't nice, and I want to apologize. Cracking a smile at Sayori's regret, I place a hand on her shoulder and stare deeply into her eyes. It was a messed up thing to do, to ambush me like that. But you got the best of me. Not very many people do, but be proud of it. Plus, he wouldn't make a bad-looking girl anyway. Julia starts to giggle. Leaning against the driver's side door, she peers over the roof of the car and glances between Sayori and I. Oh, Mikey, who's this? She is... I'm this lovely little boy's guardian. She closes the driver door and walks around towards me. Or maybe I am more. Okay. Julia leans down towards my ear and softens her voice. Still looking at Sayori with a straight face, I raise my left hand and flick Julia in the face. Ow! I swear to God, I think I may have just found someone else besides Sayori who makes things unnecessarily awkward. Rubbing her cheek, Julia scoffs at me. I completely ignore her. Sayori looks at me with pure confusion. Don't listen to a thing this bimbo next to me says Sayori. Hey! She is just some woman that my benefactor left responsible for me. Oh. Don't ignore me. When are you gonna be home, Mikey? Sayori ignores Julia as well. Atta girl. No clue, I guess whenever I finish. Okay. Sayori beams at me, practically glowing. I return a smile and get into the car, with the huffing and puffing Julia following my lead. The silence between Julia and I doesn't last long. As soon as she turns the corner and departs from my neighborhood, she speaks up. So is that girl you've been clinging to? Clinging to? I think you should probably reevaluate what you consider clinging to. Oh, shut up. I know you better than anyone. Almost. And you look at that girl with the calm projection. It's kind of a jaw-dropping in a cute way. Or cute in a way. Oh my God, you actually do. Julia. Yeah? I'm gonna tell everyone what type of panties you wear. What? You wouldn't. What the hell? Let's see. Black clingsters, a laced pattern, and... Must you remember the contents of my wardrobe? Glancing at Julia in the rearview mirror, or window, my sadistic laughter doesn't cease. Oh, come on. It was you who taught me how to undress a girl. But you were the little privacy breaker who went into my room and scavenged inside my wardrobe. Oh wait, if I recall correctly, there was something else. If you finish this sentence, I swear to God I will break your nose. If you're prepared for a punch in the boob, then come at me. Julia signs in desperation. Why must you be so difficult? If I wasn't, being my supervisor wouldn't be as fun. You were like this even before I became your supervisor. Consider it a good thing, then. If I feel comfortable enough to compliment your lingerie, you better take what you could get. Julia's face reddens as she understands the full scope of my joke. Listen, please refrain from talking like that around me. I wonder what Ashley would do if she was here. She'd probably join you in ridiculing me and then smack you in the back of the head. Pretty much. Reveling in the torment of my older brunette lady friend, I smile, recalling several conversations between Julia, Ashley, and I. Look, monkeys, Mikey. Oh, come on. You had to smile at something. Can we go home, please? I don't want to be here. You're hopeless. We came to the zoo so you can have fun. That's all this was, really, just going to a damn zoo. They show this part, but they don't show what the fuck he was doing at night. And you weren't even grateful. I don't want to be here. Please take me home. A woman kneels down to face me eye to eye. Ashley? Come on, Mikey. If you don't want to be here, we can go home. But let's at least go around a bit. You may find something you enjoy. Is that okay? Looking into my savior's eyes, I feel weakened. Okay, I guess we can. What? Julia looks completely horrified and shocked. Why don't you ever listen to me? I stick my tongue out at Julia, meeting Ashley's eyes. Come on, let's go. Noticing the smile on my face, Julia mirrors me. You're remembering her, aren't you? Yeah. You know, she was the only person to ever get through to you. Pretty sure I am aware of that, Jules. Or Jules. You haven't used that nickname in years. Hey, we're gonna be at the field in like 30 minutes. Do you want to get some rest? Sure, thanks for reminding me. Closing my eyes, I perform my normal mental exercises to prepare. Late in the neighborhood. And that is that. Thank you for the ride, Julia. Don't thank me. You worked pretty hard today. If I hadn't offered you a ride, you probably would have just passed out right then and there. I'm fine. What are you talking about? Maybe you look at yourself in your bathroom mirror. What? Speak for yourself, woman. Especially with all the mascara you have on. Huh? There's nothing wrong with how much mascara I have. Julia pulls down her sunblocker and checks the mirror installed into it. Good night, Julia. As I get out of Julia's car, I feel my eagerness to return home grow immensely. The steam from the shower engulfs my body like a hungry predator to doomed prey. Taking Julia's advice, I look into my bathroom mirror and inspect myself. I am much dirtier than I expected to be, and I look absolutely exhausted. Struggling it off, I remove my towel from my waist and enter the shower. The hot water pouring over me immediately relaxes my tense and tired muscles. I rest my forehead against the wall and close my eyes. Okay. All finished with my longer than usual shower. My body screams for rest. I flick the bedroom light off, get dressed, and lie down. I don't even bother to set my alarm for the morning. I have no plans or anything. What the? What is this? What? Hello? 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 What? I shoot up from my bed, beads of sweat pouring down my face. I struggle to catch my breath and comprehend where I am. My hands shaking uncontrollably, I reach for my forehead. Oh. Beginning to control my breathing, I look around the room to ensure no danger. The hell? Finally stabilizing my breathing, the dizziness stops. I had that nightmare again. Why? I need to get some water. Before I leave my room, something from my window catches my eye. It was a split second flickering light. Oh no. Holding off on my water, I approach my window and inconspicuously gaze out from my blinds. The street is all empty but one car. The same one I saw near Sayori's house yesterday. It's not parked near her house this time. A few houses further down this time. Sayori's bedroom window is covered in dark. I turn away from the blinds for a second to check the time. It is 2:40. I don't see any movement from or near the car, but I keep a keen eye on it. My mind jumps between this is just a neighbor to Sayori, nothing big to worry about, and this is entirely new car here and it's okay to be suspicious. All of a sudden, a man appears seemingly out of nowhere and enters the driver's seat of the car. He gets in, starts it, and drives off. What the hell is going on? I continue my watch for another minute before surrendering to the bed. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this session now. Still mostly a lot of questions to be answered, mostly. There's just a bunch of freaking... There's just so many fucking loopholes. I can't really comprehend what's really going on either, since I don't know what the fuck's really happening. And there's still a lot of questions I need to know, so I know what the fuck's going on. Because right now none of this makes sense. Which, it's probably just one of these kind of stories where you have to, like, play up until, like, the very end or something, and then it will all become clear. So I'm expecting that. So, yeah. Anyway, that'll be it for this recording session. I'll see you guys in the next one.